I heard you told me on the phone the other day. You said you don't even have a house. That's how rich you are. You don't even have a house.
You're a nomad right now?
How is that?
Yeah, you know, I restore houses. I'm very into architecture, but I'm just, I'm not into the class system where it's like, that's one of the main things they use to control us. I think my whole existence is about not being out of control, but being out of their control, being in control of yourself. So a house is the first thing that they give you, that your entire existence. When I look out at the skyscrapers in New York, I'm like, everybody that's in all those buildings spending that time away from their family, working. Right. One of the main thing is the idea of a house.
Security.
Yeah, security. Because I remember saying I was arguing with this one publicist, and I told the person that I wasn't going to have a house. And they spazzed on me, said, "You've done too much in your life to not have a house. You need a house." So tried to impose that idea of, but you know, my home is just when my daughter FaceTimes me, that's where my home is.
Make some noise for that guy.
Yeah.
But you got land. I'm assuming you have land, though. You believe you got
200 acres somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. And you were staying in Mercedes.
It was 12,000, but yeah.
Okay. But you were staying in the Mercedes-Benz arena?
Yeah.
What was you
that
doing?
was wild.
It didn't look like a cell. It looked like a jail cell. I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah, well, except for I could come and go, so.
Right, there's a big difference there.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's this idea, this monk lifestyle. And I heard that it's like trust fund kids that's kind of on the same wave right now, that they being homeless on purpose. Right. But it's like going to Paris. I get there and I get to the Ritz Hotel and they say they ain't got no rooms. And you know, there's a couple of times I just had to like pull my mask down, like, you don't have no room? And I put it on. Okay, let me look for a room for you.
That's a different kind of currency.
Right.
Yeah, the vision of life is not to have money and possessions, is to have relationships and make it to the point where I've done so much for so many people that my money can't spend anywhere. I go to a restaurant, they be like, yo, your money's no good here. So they charge me for the room.
Okay.
But they gave you a room.
At least they found one.
Yeah, they found a room. And then the next day, the CEO of Balenciaga came to pick me up. Is this guy named Cedric that actually I was trying to hire as a CEO. My boy Jean Toutot, the head of APC, which is basically like the French version of Gap, which is the first person that was in a prestigious position to really let me do a collaboration with them. And so we had this APC collection that sold out back in the days.
And this is before the Louis collab?
Yeah. You know what?
The Louis collab was first.
That's right. Yeah,
right.
Thank you for...
I'm a fan, just in case you don't know.
The Louis collab was great. So I want to go back to certain things with the Louis thing.
Okay.
But so the CEO of Balenciaga picked me up. Now I came with, all I got is this like little bag. That's like my house. And my house changes in size depending on how big my bag is. Like I had this one that was like a laminate size. And once I got the Apple headphones, they wouldn't fit in it. So I had to get a bigger house, which ended up being...
Talk about a mobile home.
Yeah, mobile home. Okay.
Which ended up being this one, right? And I'm so happy that thugs wear this bag now, so people can stop calling it. So people can stop down and me for having...
Keep the weed in there. They keep the weed in there. They keep the weed in there.
Louis bag, this is not for fashion. So I ride to the Balenciaga store with the CEO of Balenciaga, and I didn't have a change of underwear. But for what, you know, I've done with Balenciaga, especially over the past 4 months, guess what my underwear and socks ended up being for the next 4 days in Paris? Right. Balenciaga underwear for free. Wow. And that's when I was sitting there, I was like, yo, this is my vision on life, to not even have to have a house, to have a place in every single every single city, every single country that I could go to. And somebody's like, you could stay here, you could sleep here. Like my dog Boo was like, man, yeah, you in my city?
We call him Brother Boo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, you in my city? And the first one I saw, I was like, nigga, I was born in Atlanta. I was like, I humbled myself, said, yes, sir. With a bunch of eyes. With a bunch of eyes. And he's like, yo, you know, I'm down here working on KCI. I'm in Houston, but you can stay at my crib. And I know I got a bunch of cribs I can stay at in New York. I know I got a bunch of cribs I can stay at. And you just move around. Like first it was like Yasin. Think about it. Mos Def. He changed the name to Yasin, and he started moving around. So I would think about how he was moving around. You know, just going through the airport, sometimes standing in line, sometimes not standing in line, getting a Uber.